being an artist in 2025, 2026. Now there's a lot of just thinking, and this is just going to be a brain dump about different thoughts and opinions and all sorts of things. Firstly, sometimes I feel like it's overcrowded, and then I also think to myself, is it actually overcrowded? Because to me, in my local area, the community of artists is still small, like serious artists, full-time artists, all sorts of these things. And the beauty of art is that it is kind of remote, like everyone does it in their own space, in their own time. Everyone works differently, but there's artists all over the world, and it's the same questions that I go into when I do this YouTube stuff, or social media or anything. There are people that have done all of these things before. There are people that have spoken about these, like how can you bring something that is different, something that is new, that is fresh? And I think that just the answer is just your experience, your skill, where you are, recording that, showing what you know. It also shows that you can provide that knowledge and understanding as an artist where you are at the specific period of time, and that can help even just one person, 5 people, whatever. That's quite influential, I think. And yeah, the world is made up of billions of people, but artists are not billions, right? They probably are, like I don't even know the odds, but just for the conversation of like, is the industry overcrowded, or there all these things, I think there's different levels of people at different skill sets, and I think there are those that it's a hobby and I can draw, I can do this, and there are people that take it more seriously, and that line that's drawn kind of helps you differ between the two, and you can kind of gauge and see when someone takes something interesting, when someone takes something serious, and when someone pushes the bar because they clearly want to do this is clearly interesting to them, versus someone that you can see maybe it's not their full-time effort, let's say. It's not their full-time focus. And do I think it's overcrowded? I mean, some days, yes, when I see all of the content, I feel like it's a bit overconsumption. When you're scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on Instagram, on Pinterest, everything. When something comes out, I always think about when a movie or a series comes out, everyone just starts doing their own versions and that's just how it goes. I don't think that's everything's overcrowded, everything's now trendy, popular. To a certain degree, some things are, and to a certain degree I think it's a good thing, because like I always say, people have done it before you, people will do it after you, right? This process, this thing does not stop, and we should have more people that choose to be creative, choose to be artists in their own way, in their own light, in their own capacity. And I think it's good. And I think having social media, I know some people view it very negatively, or think about how these big corporations are, or whatever, and I'm not here for that. I'm just here to focus on the positives, and the positives are that they still allow so much artists to thrive, or build some sort of networking, connections, or livelihood. And that's kind of influential. That's kind of crazy to think about. That so many people can blow up, be popular, build communities, because that's what it's about, right? You want to help all the other fellow artists or people that would look up to you for help or whatever. And then it's kind of the challenges in a year. I think a lot about trends. I think a lot about all of the art trends, all of the stuff that's gone, and it's trying to find a balance between, do I do this trend because I wanted to do well on social media, or do I continue focusing on what I'm really passionate about and getting those projects done and getting those out? Because to me, as someone that works consistently, every day I know what I'm working on. So for there to be trends and all of these things, sometimes I will hop on, sometimes I will do it, but I also feel like if you are authentically working and creating art, the people that love that follow that, will always follow that. And when you're doing something trendy, it might just blow up and it might just get the clicks and the likes, but does it actually convert to some people that are like die hard interested in what you are doing? I don't know. Truly, I don't know. And so sometimes I'm always at war with myself, because I think, do you chase trends? Do you chase what this idea of doing this piece of content, this idea of doing this type of art tutorial or whatever, or do we just stick with what we love and just push that out and hope that it reaches the right people? And I kind of sit on the second one a lot more. But yeah, that's just something that goes in my head, that I think about, that I contemplate. And if you relate to any of these or have any ideas or any thoughts, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll probably read them and go through them. But I just think these are great, like, conversational pieces. Just reviewing the year as an artist and thinking, about all sorts of different things. TikTok, it's a lot more lively, I think, than Instagram. And I think Instagram has gone through phases where people are fearful, AI coming in, Meta, all of those things. How does this affect my art? How does this affect what I'm trying to do, what I'm trying to build? Some people make money on Instagram through ads, promotions, all of those things, and some people don't. And some people are upset about that, and some people aren't, right? And I think that's also how you build your business, the way that you structure your business, the way that you think about things. And I also feel like making it reliant on one specific social media channel is a bit, like, I used to do predominantly Instagram, and then I kind of started this YouTube, and it really opened my eyes, because I started doing YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, and it just made me feel like you're putting yourself in this box, and there's expectations and all of these things for this specific app and this specific way of how that goes, and that environment, and how people react to stuff, and how they look at stuff, Whereas if you open your horizons more and you just start posting your art everywhere else, you open the avenues to more opportunities and different experiences, etc. And then the next one is just personal stuff, so goals. I'm sorry if this is boring, I hope it's not, but these are just my thoughts and feedback. But I think expectations will always be there. I like that the people that follow me and that talk to me about art and stuff, it's never felt like they expect me to be of a certain level, and that's why I love this environment and being where I am in art. There's never been a moment where someone has told me, I'm upset about this because I expected this to be here. I've experienced that in design, in school, and in work, but in art, no one's ever told you, I expect this, I expect that. But then on the flip side, in my head, sometimes I expect things to look and go a certain way. And obviously that goes into the journey, the process of creating the art. The expectations of being able to push myself constantly to create art that is as real as possible, as cool as possible, as thought-provoking as possible, is always the scenario. And that goes into goals of, like, I'm trying to do bigger artworks this year. I've got a whole bunch of them there, and I'm trying to work on bigger pieces, which obviously takes up a lot more space, which I don't always have. But that's also kind of made me work faster with smaller artworks, and not faster as in rushing, but just faster as in, and the process is a lot easier, faster, and smoother. And it also just gives me more confidence with bigger artworks and with sketching and drawing, practicing stuff like that, looking at the world looking at what I like and translating that better onto paper. So I think going into 2026, we're going to be pretty strong, we're going to be consistent, we're going to show up, we're going to be motivated. Through it all, I'll keep posting, I'll keep showing up here, showing you guys what I'm doing, my thoughts, my ideas, and just pushing the bar of what I know and my life and my journey as an artist, as someone that's trying to take this full time, as someone that's trying to do their best in this field, in doing these things. So thank you for all the current support, for all the future support, and for all the love and all the work. So cheers.